Walaikum salam, alhamdulillah. I'm just practicing cultural competency and greeting you in your language, right? But we know that there are several different languages across the Middle East. I wanted to just say that I saw what happened in Leeds with several riots going up because of what has happened with children being adopted out to white pedophile networks. Now, one of the things that you guys have to understand is that I had tried to help somebody because they did the same exact thing to her. First, they tap your phone, they tap your computer, they get fake evidence, then they file court dockets. A lot of you guys that are watching my channel have been hearing what I've been talking about in regards to this like Plan 2025 or Agenda 2025 for what they call cleanup, where they're supposed to be basically like targeting and harassing our communities. And they're doing this by first focusing on children. For those of you guys that live in the UK, they did this in the United States as well. They completely inverted the foster care system. Everybody is looking for their children. This whole emergency adoption nonsense is because they're adopting children out. They're getting paid first under the table, then adopting small children out to pedophile networks. Then those children are ending up online on different like streaming sites in videos. And that's why Leeds blew up in chaos like that because they heard it on my channel and they clearly saw it. Like you came to our house, took all our children, told us that we got psychologically evaluated and we were mentally ill, and then you did emergency adoption of our children. Now, for those of you guys that are watching this and you've been playing with like court magic, playing with spell work, like, oh, she has a case, let's do magic on the judge, etc. This is the manifestation of that because you targeted one person, but you did magic on the judge, but it's applying to different places. You're doing magic on social workers. You're spiteful, you're angry. Oh, we can't get into their business because our family helped start the war. Or, oh, he doesn't want to date me anymore. Or, oh, by him. And you're going into the system and making false CPS reports and false police reports on people. And this is what it's causing. So I just wanted to say that for those of you guys that are out fighting in the street, you are definitely fighting a holy war because these children need to be protected and they know exactly what they are doing. So another thing ended up coming out here. I'm gonna show you guys this. Aki, let me get a chopped cheese, etc. Playing games in the Arab community, and oh, if you come to our store and you get something to eat and you post it on your channel, then we'll give you a specific technology to go and play with people. I want to tell you guys that the internet is running a little bit slow still because they're still trying to figure out how to retap the Apple network and how to retap the internet because something got broken down with the last coding tutorial that I did and the uh, uh, big data breach that happened. Okay, okay. So now you guys see the repercussions of your actions. You thought that, oh, it was cute to play with me. Had you never played with me, they would have never started this because they believe that in their little manifesto. Because remember, they uploaded all of us to virtual reality. Then they claimed the virtual reality wasn't real. Okay. Okay, yeah, so the technology is real. Okay, yeah, we were using that on their families and we were coming by their house and tapping their phone. And when we couldn't find different things that we were looking for, like for pharmacy or whatever, we decided just to like harass them and take their kids into foster care. We thought that maybe like, okay, if we take their kids into foster care, then they will if we take their kids into foster care, then maybe we can get pharmacy herbs because a lot of us are sick because of what we do in our family sexually. We'll get businesses and things like that, or we'll get code, or we'll get this, or we'll get that, or we'll get chemicals. And that's not what ended up happening. So some of you guys are watching this and you're like, how far this is just gonna go? They think that they can do this for everybody because a lot of them are on fentanyl. And you guys have to understand that a lot of these families that are working in the social service system, their families have traditionally done this with royal society and something that they call the medical legal system. I also just want to let you guys know that you guys are taking this into court. You're showing this to your caseworker. You're bringing this to your community. They heavily edit my channel and I caught them yesterday. So when you go on my homepage, when you go on my website, or on my page on YouTube, it shows like most viewed videos, and it says like only like 24,000, 40,000. That's not true. I have videos with like 100,000, 50,000, 200,000 views, etc. And it's because they're editing my channel because they know people are going to be coming here. They're just trying to invalidate us because of what they started doing with people's kids and people's bank accounts and people's business. So now, another thing that they were doing here is I told you this man, he passed away, Yorkshire, which is connected to Leeds, and they were having startup networks, and oh, they have entrepreneurship groups, and they said that they can fund us for our business. I don't know. They called us. They said they want to have a meeting. They want to fund us. Oh, they said that they can just like connect us to Wi-Fi, and we can get discount on GitHub, etc., etc. Not really like anything big, because they want you to come there, get on the Wi-Fi, demo your work, so they can hack your computer and go take your work and upload it to AI. And that's why this man got well. So another thing that I want to show you is there's a woman running around. And I think that's her name, Ann McDermott. I googled her name and I found these Pipsig meeting notes. Okay. Here, good Pipsig meeting notes. We are pretty well off with 10K in the bank. What are you doing? Meaning that this PIPSIG, it's like a specific council, and it's of different social workers, people that work in the medical legal system, yeah, work in mental health, et cetera, and they get together to talk about like policies and things and this and that. Una McDermott, yeah, that's her name, Una McDermott, that they're adopting everyone's kids out. And then something else came up on my channel. Oh, okay. Unaccompanied, yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're taking children out of their family's home and adopting them to pedophile networks so they can make sex videos with them. Because of what you started playing with magic and virtual reality. And then when they put those kids in care, those kids are going missing in labor trafficking or rituals because these white people have an organized network and that's what they are doing. And everyone knows what you're doing. So now what's happening here? Um, Now what's happening here? Look, they said that there's a 500% increase. 500% increase in migrant children arriving alone in Ireland. They're not arriving alone. They're there with their parents and they're saying that, oh, they're unaccompanied and snatching these kids from their home. They did this in Ghana too. Oh, we're going on a rescue mission. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty extreme. Yeah, that's what you started because you're playing with witchcraft and you're spiteful and you're delusional and you're bitter and vicious and delusional. And small children got put in the middle of that because you want to play with people. Oh, well, look at this. Well, I thought that I can make a deal with them. They know what we were doing. We were damaging this incense that they put at the mosque, and it was making people sleepy and tired and things like that. So they don't want to work with us anymore. So let's get in the computer and go start playing with this system, because we know that they're targeting their kids. And Aki and them that you just saw, their family's directly involved in that. They made a deal. Like, okay, we won't go to jail for playing with the EBT system, getting EBT cards, and then buying a bunch of alcohol to resell at our stores and resell at parties, playing games with the Saudi royal family, causing a bunch of drama because Rihanna exposed that with what they were doing, and then she went to go date ASAP Rocky, right? So what ended up happening here is now they're doing this. But remember, Big Sean is connected to who? Janae Aiko.
Big Sean now.
And Janae Aiko, her name is going up and down in LA for what? Witchcraft.
You today. Yeah, look, I need the chopped cheese on the cocoa bread, the Aki way.
The computer broken down because they're playing with the Kex organization in Apple, because they got kicked out of it, because of how the memory was tied to a bunch of different computers and servers. So they're trying to get back in. So just know your Apple computer is going to be down. But
first, you slap the brown meat. Yes, my brother Leon, man, I'll view today.
Can I get chopped cheese with chips, the Aki way on a Jamaican patty? Yes!
Go!
Goofiness,
On the grill.
goofiness and out of control. And a lot of these people are being fed human meat. That's like the joke. Like, oh, they're going to eat of this. It's very haram. But then we'll have spiritual powers because they'll always be connected to us because they're feeding them human meat and mixing it with like all kinds of like bodily fluids and things like that. This is the goofiness that they got started in our community because they thought it was okay because you guys went to go play in virtual reality. But you went to go play in virtual reality. So, Pipsig meeting notes. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link for that in my description box so you guys know exactly who's playing in that system and why everyone's kids are going missing. Because if their system was effective, why are all a bunch of kids going missing? Okay, yeah. So we're not really a safe system. That means that people can go ahead and get lawyers and get their kids back in 24 hours because they've proven without a shadow of a doubt what we were doing. Because why are all their kids going missing? And then they're showing up in videos that the feds have. Okay? Because they have a database of all those kids and their photos from foster care because we have to take their picture, which is what they found with this big data breach. So I'm gonna go put those Pipsig meeting notes in the group, and then you guys have now seen what has gotten started. So now what ends up happening here is you guys are going to go ahead and you're going to find out like, oh, so you mean to tell me that because they went to go play with you in virtual reality and they're playing with your work and they think that they're going to sit here and play with the entire planet like, oh, we'll just do a bunch of rituals from ground. Then we're going to get magical coding powers. That's what they believe, that they're getting magical coding powers and magical spiritual gifts from space. Because this is what we've been like exposed to for the past 4 years in virtual reality. But this is what you expose in virtual reality, and we have recorded conversations, right? That's why you need to turn that technology off. Okay. So I was working directly with somebody and I saw what they did in her case because they were targeting their family, their farms in Grenada, Jamaica, etc. And that's the next thing that's going to end up happening. A bunch of deportations of people from the UK that were born there so they can target their families' farms and things like that. So I wanted to say for the Arab community, please keep on working. Please keep fighting. I'm going to send this to a few people and hopefully, we can start getting kids home. I know that there's a few conversations happening with kids going home. And because the people that were arrested, they show them this, and that 37 document. Okay, yeah, there's a serial killer running around and there's bodies popping up. Okay, and we thought it was like funny to keep that going on because he was targeting black women. Okay. Uh, Google Chrome is done for. Period. And give them this document because a few people brought this document up and they're getting out of jail. Okay, good. I'll make a phone call to my lawyer. I encourage you to go Google Leeds riots and go look at the pictures of the chaos and destruction that happened because of what you guys got started. 37 file because they were playing with witchcraft and it started with taking people's kids out of their home and using them in spell work. Because how did this happen? Document going slow. 37 court case docket numbers. 37 lawyers bar license. 37 victim of a crime emailing me. 37 victim of a crime. They're supposed to be giving money to families who are targeted. Yeah, but they know about this because all their families are involved. So why would she be playing with you like that? Thank you. Department of Justice report 37. GitHub Stole your code? Okay, 37. A man from Scotland that they uploaded. He did this as well because he got uploaded to the virtual reality and said, "We're going to do this so people know what's going on." He's involved with the Turkish community and the Arab community and trying to help them find their kids. Hmm. Kidnapping tape. The like record number is 37. The photos are not populating because Google Chrome is down and Apple is down. But you guys can check this website, Down Detector, and they'll show you all the outages that are going on. Okay, so you don't have to sit here and just like try to figure out when it's going down or if it's going down. You can check this website, Down Detector. Okay, yeah. Leaving Harry Potter flyers at my house because the group of Harry Potter, they're involved in something called the Quiera Magic Group. It's a group of white people that kidnap people for rituals. That's where half these kids went to. Oh, really? Yeah, and they play Dungeons and Dragons, playing on the computer, playing in Kubernetes, playing with Roblox and Minecraft. Okay, court clerk emailing me 37 because they're all involved. A warehouse where they found a bunch of bodies of kids missing from foster care. The address was 37. Okay, the man who owned the property management company where I lived, the property management company stole two buildings from the Spanish and Arab Indian community, and he owns a unit in Trump Towers. They were using the building to store, to host like kidnapped people. That's what ended up coming out. Yeah, 37. There's a woman that lived in my building. Her daughter went missing. Okay, because yeah, I work nights, and then I came home, my daughter was gone because they targeted her using the technology. Okay, thank you. Um, some of you guys are talking about she got a message from Department of Homeland Security and they're playing with her. I did get a message from Homeland Security from somebody that worked at Homeland Security, but the internet is down, so I'm gonna just it's in this document though. Yeah, Homeland Security, Director of Chemical Safety, because they wanted to play with my chemistry work, so they know what they're doing. Okay, yeah. Got a message from Director of Chemical Safety from Homeland Security only one day after doing a coding tutorial on chemistry. Okay, yeah, that's not a coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence. You know what you're doing and you know what you're starting and you know what you're invoking. So I'm gonna ask you to make sure that all those kids go home, okay?